The Korean War never officially ended. No treaty was signed, leaving the 1953 armistice as the only tenuous peaceholding. Achieving lasting peace on the Korean Peninsula is one of the toughest challenges in international relations due to the many conflicting interests in this heavily armed region. Unfortunately, the stalemate seems likely to continue indefinitely. In fact, if the stalemate breaks and war erupts, the US and South Korea would face an almost insurmountable challenge: invading North Korea. Here's why. First and foremost, invading North Korea risks nuclear conflict. North Korea possesses an estimated 20 to 60 nuclear warheads and the capability to deliver them across the globe. The Hwasong-17 ICBM, tested in March 2023, can potentially reach any target in the continental US with a range of over 9,320 miles. This missile might also carry multiple warheads. In the past, North Korea lacked the means for significant retaliation, but now it can launch nuclear attacks with yields up to 140 kilotons, 7 times more powerful than the Hiroshima bomb. Any invasion could provoke a devastating nuclear response against US or allied targets. Even without nuclear weapons, North Korea's conventional artillery poses a severe threat. Approximately 6,000 artillery systems are aimed at Seoul, the South Korean capital. A full-scale bombardment could result in 200,000 deaths within the first hour, according to RAND Corporation estimates. Rapidly neutralizing these artillery systems would be critical but virtually impossible, leading to catastrophic civilian casualties. China's alliance with North Korea further complicates any invasion plan. North Korea relies on Chinese support for its survival, circumventing international sanctions through trade with China. Despite occasional tensions, China values North Korea as a strategic buffer against US allies in the region. If North Korea collapsed, China would face a refugee crisis at its border, an unacceptable scenario for Beijing. Consequently, any invasion would likely prompt Chinese intervention, as it did during the Korean War. If hypothetically necessary, a US-led invasion of North Korea would be a logistical and strategic nightmare. The Demilitarized Zone, DMZ, is the most fortified land area globally, filled with landmines, electrified fences, and fortified bunkers housing thousands of troops. The North Korean army, one of the world's largest, with about 1.2 million personnel, is concentrated near the DMZ, ready to defend against any offensive. North Korea also has a formidable array of ballistic missiles capable of reaching US bases in Japan and Guam, potentially overwhelming missile defense systems. North Korea's military might not be technologically advanced, but its sheer numbers and strategic positioning would cause heavy casualties in any invasion attempt. Additionally, North Korea's ballistic and tactical nuclear missiles would pose significant threats to allied forces, supply lines, and regional stability. Bypassing the DMZ via amphibious or airborne assaults would also be fraught with challenges. While the US and South Korea could establish sea and air superiority, North Korea's surface-to-air missiles and anti-aircraft systems would inflict significant damage. Furthermore, North Korea's outdated but numerous aircraft could still harass allied forces. Despite the weaknesses within North Korea's military, such as malnutrition and disease among its troops, their vast numbers, and the potential involvement of Chinese forces make invasion nearly impossible. The Chinese military, with its modern equipment and significant manpower, would likely support North Korea, complicating any invasion scenario further. In conclusion, the costs and risks of invading North Korea are exceedingly high, making the current stalemate the least bad option among many dire possibilities. The North Korean regime's position, bolstered by nuclear capabilities and Chinese support, is nearly unassailable, rendering invasion a perilous and likely catastrophic endeavor.